Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Noraina Bushra binti Muhammad Baki with matrix number 212454.
My name is Nur Fatima Masrina binti Muhammad Nisa Fazal and my matric number is 212128.
My name is Muhammad Aflah and my matric number is 209449.
My name is Nur Anisha Zwani and my matrix number is 211968.
And my name is Nur Ain Karina binti Razi, my matric number 2127.
Hello everyone. Is everyone ready to begin?
Yeah,
Yes, ready.
Alright, let's start right now. We are going to discuss about integration of technology in the classroom hinders a positive learning environment. Okay, based on my research, the annual NMC Horizon Report identified emerging technologies that will have a significant impact on education in near term, mid-term, and long term. In my opinion, failures of personalized learning is the one of the reason hinders a positive learning environment. With the introduction of technology in classroom, encounters students attempting to misuse it, largely for entertainment purpose instead of educational one. The increasing popularity of education technology in school is also leading to increased concern regarding how to keep students safe while using it. Increased access to technology can leave students vulnerable to either intentionally or otherwise being exposed to graphic content, including violent media and pornography, and also online predators, scammers and hackers, and cyberbullying. What is your guys' view? What is your guys' view on about this topic?
I think I have a different perspective on this. Personally, I think smartphone also one of the gadget in this technological era. Studying from a smartphone allows those same students to multitask. For example, when students feel bored to study the same subject, student can switch the tab in the browser to study another subject. Student can also study while listening to the music to make them more relaxed and not stressed. Even most of us use this technique, right? Smartphones make studying more convenient and enable students to study anytime and anywhere. They just need to bring a smartphone wherever they are going. Nowadays, most of students using e-book instead of physical book so that it will be more easier to students study anywhere and just carry a smartphone which have an e-book inside it. Is anyone like to give their opinion on this?
I would like to interrupt, but in my opinion, I actually agree with the statement that the integration of technology in the classroom hinders a positive learning environment. It is because I think that one of the constraints and challenge of technology integration is that the plagiarism among students will increase due to the easiness of searching for the information and also the copying and pasting it on computers. Plus, the problem of plagiarism might arise. So, when the students are getting used to plagiarisms, students could never improve their writing skills. Plus, copying others' work could never improve the students' writing skills. So, what is your view?
You could be right, Anis, but however, I think plagiarism probably can be solved by the teachers. The teacher should tell the student what actually the plagiarism, and the teacher need to give the clarification what actually the plagiarism. And then the teacher also can tell the student that she know how to detect the plagiarism. This actually will make a student more careful with their work to make sure that they are not do plagiarism. And in addition, the teacher also can teach the student how to paraphrase and how to cite the sources so it can minimize the plagiarism from happening. Since there are so many websites in Google trying to help students to paraphrase, so the plagiarism problem will be solved because of the technological advancement. So, Afla, what do you think about my point just now?
I think I can agree with you on that point because for me also personally, with technology in classrooms, it distracts the student a lot. Smartphones have a bad reputation of being banned from many schools, and even there are many researches that shows that around 43% of the time when students are using smartphones and technology in classrooms, they are using for other things rather than being studied. And I have to disagree on. I'm sorry, I have to disagree on Noor Fatima's point where she said multitasking, because the researchers have found that multitasking is not something our brain can do while learning, and technology often represents not just one task, but to, like, we can't just attend one task in technology, but have learning environment, but multiple additional tasks due to variety of apps and programs installed on. And like, even for me, when I learn something from my phone, some notification will come or something message will come, so eventually I would rather go to that page and tweet or send text or something else instead of studying. So distracting is one of the main disadvantages of uh, blending technology with studying. That's my point on this.
I agree with your point. I think the technology integration is becoming important in school because the main purpose of educational technology is to make the teaching and learning process easier. The job demands of our present era require individuals who are knowledgeable and who are technologically savvy. The ability to use technology effectively is an increasingly vital skill. Students can understand of Microsoft Office product, typing skills, and the ability to communicate by email, WhatsApp. Since technology is a powerful and flexible tool for learning, it is needed and desired to meet globalization challenge, to advance our country's economic status, and to motivate and aid students to learn more better. Okay, that is my point.
In my opinion, technology able to expand students' mind. Student can just search via internet whatever they feel doubtful in their studies. Even they can find a deep explanation to their subject, which can help them in exam. Through internet, they can search for any bombastic words for their essays or any language subject. If a student is capable, they even can learn other language on their own. They can search for some videos from any tutor who will teach other language and all that. Okay, that's from me. Others? How about others?
I would like to add a bit, and I think that's such a good point, Fatima. But I strongly agree that the integration of technology in classroom hinders a positive learning environment because by the technology, there will be so many distractions for students, like what Afla said just now. Students can be distracted by the entertaining side of computers, and we, as the teacher, did not notice the behavior in students when they are teaching. So another issue is students tend to spend more time on the social media sites, such as like Facebook. So students might play and chit chat with their friends rather than limiting themselves to the serious task of composing long essays. Plus, I think that using these particular sites as a tool to improve their skills of writing has always been questionable. So, how about you, Ain?
Janice, I think you're absolutely right about this. Integration of technology will distract students in the classroom. I've read about one survey conducted by Tyndall and Poland in 2011. 92% of college students reported using their phone to send text and message during class. So basically what I can say is how can the students are easily distracted if technology tools are around them. I had experience during my secondary school. My friend attended additional class, but they are not focused in the class, but they tend to play Mobile Legends during class. So how can we say that technology can give a positive learning environment when the students don't pay their full attention in the class? And according to one research that I have read, it showed that better lesson plan that promote student engagement have less of task use of technology. So, Afla, do you want to add something?
Yes, I have to agree with you on that point also, because even though there are some advantages to technologies integrating in education, there are many other issues also, such as the health issues. Where I think in November 26, an American Association of Pediatrics, they actually conducted research on, they allowed certain parents to increase their maximum amount of screen time given to students, and the founding was that in adolescence and young adulthood, the presence of technology in education have many negative variables such as hyperactivity and feeling lonely and having lower grades. So these are also many. This is one of many negative sides of technology blending into education, and there's also a case of less face time and less opportunity to socialize, which is also another important thing, because technology, like, people are more connected in this virtual world and they are not speaking towards each other. So I think it's better to avoid this thing rather than taking it into our education system. That is my point. And to conclude, I think I'm going to conclude, but I do feel like there's no reason to be afraid of technology being blended into education. But I also feel like we shouldn't be rushing blindly into digital transformation of it. After all, I feel like it's never going to be as equal as a teacher directly speaking to his students or her student. That is my point. Anyone else want to add something?
Can I add something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I think integration in classroom also could create medical issue for some students because staring at a computer screen, smartphone screen, and other technology tools in long time can create eye strain. So, how about others? Do you want to add something?
I don't have anything to add.
Is that it? Everyone has said their points.
I think we still have the time. I would like to propose we discuss the point that Aina mentioned earlier about misusing technology advancement.
I would like to add a point on that that I think mentioned earlier when I said there's less FaceTime opportunities and less social skill opportunities, because face-to-face interactions between teacher and students can help students not just acquire facts, but to apply these facts in real world, acquire and attain and understand these facts and apply it in real world also. But through face-to-face, teachers can also build self-esteem. Teachers can give confidence. Teachers can look in, like, get inside the student and teach more and more, which we cannot get through virtual or other educational form, which is, I also feel like, which is one important point in integrating the technology into education system. Anyone want to say anything about that?
I agree with you, Afla. I think integration of technology can increase student engagement because students are already expert in using technology, right? So the teacher can incorporate them into lesson. Like teacher can use music, video, podcast, and other media to be creative and interaction this lesson, and it can boost student motivation.
Yes, I also agree with what Afla said just now and also what I have just said.
I would like to add some point on, just now someone said about distract, right, on technology. When students use technology, they will get distracted. I have read some articles that according to a research, more and more students are addicted to the internet, and some of them even quit school because cannot focus 100% in their studies while studying online, because they easily get distracted when studying online. Learning through computers and the internet, students cannot be well organized and stay focused for a long time. So they easily get distracted. Even me, myself, I can't focus even for 2 hours in a class.
Other than distracted being studies, I also would like to add a point where I feel like sometimes technology can discourage creativity. Like, many technology based games and activities are pre-made, allowing children to complete without having to problem solve anything or creatively strive through anything, which I have also seen many schools and colleges, not colleges but schools, where they try to add for certain games in a way that they can learn and play games at the same time. But these games are actually not these games are discouraging the students to have a creative mind, and it's just getting them straight into the path they have already chosen. So that's also an issue with the technology being blended. And I would like, yes, that's my point.
Okay, I like your point, Afla. Um, actually, for Fatima said, I cannot focus in a long time. Actually, there is and when that and technology actually can encourage teamwork and collaboration. The ability to collaborate as part of a pair group or team invaluable life skill for students to learn. So is that, for example, having a student to take notes together through Google Docs. There are just some of many ways technology can be used to help students learn and improve the skill, and technology requires students to work with one another to do research and complete learning objectives to make learning an exciting, challenging and supportive experience for everyone. So I think if we cannot focus that we can learn from friends. We can ask direct to the teacher by WhatsApp. Is there are more actually technology is more help to our life, I think.
I can partially agree on that point, but however the problem is that children get too much comfortable with speaking online and sharing documents online and doing meetings online, working together online, but this actually is discouraging their social skills because they don't know how to speak in real life. They don't know how to, when they talk online, they know how to talk very much, like they chat for many hours, but when they meet, they don't know how to speak, they don't know what to say. So like people think that they know others very much, but then actually when they meet, they have no idea what the other person is, because through text messages I don't think they can really understand who the other person is. So this really affects the social skills and social opportunities students at this age have, especially in this COVID area where everyone was having classes and meetings and projects online. So that has affected really badly.
I got your point.
Thank you. Anyone wants to add anything else?
Now I'm not.
I think we can finish our discussion.
So like maybe I will do the conclusion. I think if we discuss this, it can actually go for a long time, because there are actually advantages and similarly disadvantages to the situation. I don't think we can really get to a conclusion where we can select one particular point and say that this is good or this is bad, because at the end of the day it comes to the students or teachers who use it on how accordingly they use it for good or for bad. So for me, like I have said before, we don't have there's no reason to be afraid of technology being integrated with education. You don't need to have, you don't need to oppress it, but I also feel like we do not have to rush really fast and start blindingly do this digital transformation of all, because both teachers and students have to adopt it slowly and know the ethical and unethical parts of education online, and should use it very use it in ethical way which would benefit both students and teachers. That's all from our discussion now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.